Hello guys, in this video we will design the main feed screen of Instagram. So in this screen it will be like this. We can scroll these posts like this, and also there will be the scrollable the status, this type of like this, and there will be no functionality on this button. Only these buttons will be clickable like this, and also we can't switch to another screen because we will design only main feed screen like this. So so let's jump into the Android Studio and starts a new project. Okay, so now we will create the empty compose activity. We will select this, and next I will name it Instagram UI, and it will be Kotlin will be used in this project, and minimum API we will use 21. Let's create this. It will take few minutes. Let's wait. Okay, so now our project has been built. So first we will delete these codes which have come with the project. Okay, so first of all we will change the compose version in the build.gradle. I will use 1.2.0 version for the compose, and for Kotlin compiler I will use 1.7.0. Okay, let's sync the project. Okay, so project has been synced. Now we will need the images and icons for this project. So what I will do, I will give the link in the description, so you can go on this link on the GitHub page and download the zip file of this project. Like here I will download it like this, and in this I will extract, and let's go to the drawable folder, app source main resource folder. In this resource folder, first I will go to the drawable folder. So I will copy all these images and icon and paste into my drawable folder like this. Okay, now all the images and icons have been pasted. So we will need one more thing, fonts. So I will create a new Android resource directory. So for the font, so I can keep those font in this folder. So for fonts also you can go to the font folder and copy these two fonts. We will use these two fonts also. So paste in this folder, font folder. Okay, now those two fonts also have come. Okay, so first we will see, before starting any code, first we will need to learn the scaffold. So let's see the scaffold, what this scaffold is. Scaffold, you can think of a layout structure which it give us slots for various material components. Like we need top app bar. So what we can do, we can scaffold provide us a parameter for top app bar. We can just pass this our top app bar into that parameter. Like this scaffold composable function give us all these type of slots, so we can use these. Okay, so let's first see the screen. Let's first see the screen what we need to design. So this is the screen we need to design. So in this screen we can see it has a top app bar and a bottom app bar, and in between these two there is a scrollable content. So we will use the scaffold in this for this screen also, like, because we need top app bar and bottom app bar, and scaffold give us the slot for these things. Okay, so let's go to the Android Studio and create a new package. Main feed screen. We will keep all the files related to this screen in this package. So let's create a new file. Main feed screen. So in this file we will design the main feed screen. Okay, so let's create a composable function. First, main feed screen, and I will use scaffold. So this is the scaffold. It's a composable function uh, which comes in the Jetpack Compose library. Okay, so in this scaffold we can see the various parameters, like it gives us top app bar slot parameter top bar. Like this we can provide top app bar, bottom bar, and background color, and floating action button, and app drawer. So we will not be needing this floating action button, so I will delete this parameter. Okay, so for background color it will be white, and in this closing parenthesis it is giving the error. This error is for the padding values. Okay, first I will pass this padding value and explain you what's this lazy column. Okay, so what's this inner padding? This inner padding is like, let's see the screen. So this inner padding was for the bottom app bar. So this scaffold needs to know what's the scrollable content, so that it can give the padding for the bottom app bar. So I will be using the scrollable content in this lazy column layout, so I have passed the inner padding into this. So now Scaffold knows how much padding it has to give to the bottom bar. So scrollable content, this lazy column. So first we will create the top app bar and pass into these parentheses. Okay. So for that top app bar, let's create a new file. Top app top bar. So for top bar, there is also a composable function top app bar. So let's see the top app bar, what we will be needing. So there is only this top bar is very simple. Like there is only a title and those two action buttons. So we just need to provide these things and our top bar will be ready. So let's code these things. So this top app bar composable function gives us parameters. For title we can provide here. I will use text Instagram, and for actions there is a parameter called actions for action buttons. So I will be using icon buttons. In this icon button I will use the icon painter resource r.drawable dot, let's import the r value dot add. This content description is tells us the about the icons and images, what those icons and images are. So Android will be knowing what these icons are. So I will give the description add post. So this icon is for add post. So these are the things. First let's create the preview function, so we can see the changes simultaneously. Open this split window and it needs to build and refresh. Let's click on this. Okay, so it has now built. Let's see the changes. Okay, so first we will need to change the background color. Background color white. We will also provide elevation is the shadow between the under this top app bar. I will provide it to 2 dp. Okay, now let's see the preview. Okay, so in this Instagram text we will be needing different font. So let's create insta title font family font r dot font dot insta logo font, and let's pass this font into this. And let's put these parameters in different line. Okay, So I will also resize it to 35 sp, and let's see the changes. Okay, so as we can see, this Instagram title is going slightly above. So because of this G, because so what we can do, we can, with the help of offset, we can keep this Instagram title slightly below. So modifier dot offset. I will give the y axis value to 5 dp, and also I will color it to black because it's slightly gray type. Okay, now it's looking perfectly. So now we will look into this icon. So two things we need to do with this icon. First, we need to, because it's slightly gray, so we will color it to black with the help of tint parameter, and also I will resize it to something like 25 sp. Modifier dot size 25 dp. Okay, now it's looking perfectly. And one more thing I want to tell you, that for font we use this sp unit, scalable pixel, and for everything else we use this dp unit. Okay, so let's, the other icon button also the same, so let's copy this and paste below, and only change the icon, and con content description is send message, because this icon do the message send, and everything else is same. So let's see the changes. Okay, so look, our top bar has been ready. So let's pass this top bar composable function into our scaffold. So now in this parameter we will provide the top bar. So now scaffold knows what's the top bar and where it has to put. So let's see the changes in the emulate. First we will need to, and one more thing we will need is pass this main feed screen into this main activity, main feed screen. Okay, so now let's see the changes in the emulator. Okay, so now our top bar is looking good, but we need to change this status bar color, this blue line color. So for that we will go to the resource folder and values. There is a color.xml. So in this xml file there is a white color. I will use this white color into this themes.xml file. So now this purple color is used, so I will change it to white. Now let's see the changes in the emulator. Okay, so now it's using the white color, but the icons and information, those has been hidden because those also is using white color. So I will use another item window light status bar, and I will keep it to true, and this gives us a warning, so I will go to the more action and suppress with target tool. Okay, so let's see the changes now. Okay, looks now all these status bar icons are in black color, so they are now visible. Okay, so everything looks good. So next thing what we need to do is design this bottom bar. This bottom bar is very simple because we don't need to provide the functionality of navigating to different screen. We just need to give these icons, and that's all. So let's go to the Android Studio and close these files. Okay, so for bottom app bar I will create the new file, bottom bar. Okay, so like the top app bar, there is a composable function for bottom app bar also. Bottom app bar, this. So in this we will use background color to again white, and we need to provide the bottom navigation item. Those different five icons are the bottom navigation items. So there is a composable for that, bottom navigation item. Let's keep these in different lines. Okay, so we don't need to provide the functionality of navigating to different screens, so I will just pass the true value to this selected, and also I will keep it the on click parameter like this. Okay, so in this bottom navigation item we need to give the icon. So let's take the icon first, painter resource r dot drawable dot home. We need to import this r home, and I will give the content description home screen because this icon stands for home screen. And let's give the size to 35 SDP and tint black. Okay, so like this there will be a four more icon, three more icons. So what I will do, just I will copy this item and paste it like this, and for first item I will keep the true value, and for others I will use false value. And this paint icon is search screen. Let's copy this and paste again. Change this icon to reels. Reels screen. Like activity screen. and the last item is little bit different because we doesn't need to provide the icon. What we need to provide is image. So image painter resource r.drawable. Jon Snow profile screen. Again I will give it the size 30 dp and I will clip it to circle shape because it needs to be in the circular. Okay, so this bottom bar was very simple. Like this we just needed to provide these different icons. So let's call this bottom app bar into our scaffold. So in this parameter I will say this is our bottom app bar and this scaffold will provide will this scaffold will put the bottom app bar into its right place. So let's see the changes in the emulator. Okay, so let see the we just can't switch to different screens, but this bottom app bar looks very promising. So now let's move on to other things. Like this, we have just uh, designed the top app bar and bottom app bar. And what's now is this scrollable content. And for this scrollable contents, let's okay. Okay, so before jumping onto the scrollable content, first we need to see the different layouts in Jetpack Compose. Okay, so these are the three majorly used layouts. First one is column. So in this column, in the column layout, the child of this layout are like this. Like first is above and below, and this row layout, the childs are like this, side by side. And the other box layout, in this box layout we need to define the content alignment of this layout. So we can provide like center, top center, bottom center, top left, bottom left, according to the use case. Okay, so now we need to see the scrollable content, how we can build the scrollable content. So let's see the that. Okay, so this is the scrollable content we need to design. For in this scrollable content there is a big lazy column. So this column we can we just learned that the child of these layout are above and below, like this. First there is a status row and then there are post and below, above and below. Okay, and what's this lazy stands for? Lazy means only the only those items will be composed which are shown on the screen. All the rest of the icons which are not on the screen will not be render. Like, so Android can use the resources efficiently. Like, only those items will be shown which are on the screen. And and the first item of this scrollable content, there is the row, lazy row. Again, row means the row layout means the items will be side by side. So, and this lazy means only those items will be rendered or composed which are shown on the screen. All the rest of the icon will be only composed when they appear on the screen. Okay. So so first we will design this status row. In compose, what we need is, we just need to design a single status bar, status item, and all the for all the rest of the item we can just provide the values, like only the image and the text, only the image and the username is different, so we just need to provide the different images and username, so it will give us all the rest of the status widgets with the help of values. So let's design single status widget. Okay, so we can see like this, there will be a single widget. So in this widget we can see there is a big box layout. In that box layout there is a one circle. We can draw this circle with the help of canvas, and there is a column layout. In that column layout there is a circular image and a text. So what we will do, we will keep this content alignment of box to top center, so both these childs will adjust to the top center, so it will align perfectly. So let's jump into the Android Studio and code. Let's code. So I will create one more file for widget. Story widget. Let's minimize this emulator. But before starting the code for story widget, we need to create the list of users. So for that I will create a new package for model. In that model package I will create a new user data class. User data class. So in this data class I will keep all the values which will be needing for a user. For a user we need profile pic, his her name and their location, and post pic, and the like count, comment count, and the caption of this post. So let's create all these values in this data class. Well, profile pic, it will be of type painter. Well, post pic, it will also be of type painter. Well, username, it will be of type string. location again is string, caption of the post is string, like count, it will be of type int, comment count, it will also be type. Okay, so all these value we will be needing for a user. So let's create a list of users in our main feed screen here. Well, users is equal to list of user. Profile pic, painter resource, r.drawable.john. Let's import this r value, John Snow. Username, John Snow. Post pic, painter resource, r.drawable.john Snow post. Location, Accra, Ghana. Like count 168. Caption, hey guys, check out my new post. Comment count 15. Okay, now we have created a user. Now what we need is just copy paste this single user, and all, let's only change these three values. Arya Stark and Arya Stark post. Okay, like this I will change only the top three values of rest of the users. Okay, so now I have created the list of all the users. Okay, let's see, let's jump into this story widget file and create a new composable function. I will pass the user into this, so I can give the user to this story widget, so it will create all the story widget with the help of this single composable function. Let's also create a preview function so we can see the changes. This story widget needs a user, so let's take a user from that list. Let's open this split window. Okay, so first of all we will take this box layout, parent box layout box. I will give the padding for this. $10 and I will keep the content alignment to top center. Okay, so we need to create the circle with the help of canvas. So let's take the canvas and I will keep the canvas size to 80 dp and I will use this on draw function. In this draw circle there are multiple colors for this circle, so I will use the brush. In this brush, linear gradient, and let's create the list of colors. And I will pass this color list into this. And we only need the outline, so I will give the stroke with the help of style parameter. Stroke of width 15f. Let's see the changes. Okay, so our circle has been drawn perfectly. Now the another thing is column layout for that image and text for username. This column layout, the alignment of this column layout child will be center horizontally. I will use the image with the help of user dot profile pic. Whatever the user we will provide, we will take the profile pic from that user, and let's put into the separate line and name it to profile pic. And second thing is text for the username. User dot username. Now let's see the changes. Okay, so we need to clip this profile pic into the circular shape. So let's clip it. Modifier dot clip circle shape, and I will also give the its size to 1880 dp. Now let's see the changes. Okay, so it's looking good, but we need the white space between this profile pic and this circle. So what I will do, I will give this profile pic border of width 15, of width 3 dp, and color white, and shape circle. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Okay, so it's looking good. Now another thing we need is some space between this text and the profile pic. So let's give the space with the help of spacer composable function. Height 10 dp, and also this we need the dark gray color, not the black color, for this text. So I will give the color dark gray. And one more thing I need is different font. So let's change the font family, font family, font r dot font dot roboto condensed. Okay, so I will use this font. Now let's see the changes. Okay, so now our story widget is perfectly designed. So let's pass this story widget into our scaffold and minimize this user list with the help of this. In this lazy column there will be different items. So first item will be our lazy row. So I will use the item, and in this item there will be a lazy row. And in that lazy row there will be multiple items. So how many items? I will provide the our whole list, users list. So whatever will be the size of the users list, it will give us item for every story widget. Let's pass the item of user. So what it will do, it will loop into the every user and create a story widget for every single user. So now let's see the changes in the emulator. Okay, so now let's see, look, we have drawn the perfect story widgets like this. We can also scroll. Okay, now the next thing is we need to provide the post widgets, so we can scroll vertically. For that post widget, let's see the design. Okay, so this will be the our post widget. As the same like the story widget, we can just build a single post widget and it will render we will render design the rest of the post with the help of different data. So in that post widget there is a parent layout of column. So in that column there are four child layout. First one is row layout for these things, for this profile pic, location, username, and this icon. And there is the rest of the threes are very simple. First one is image, and other one is row layout. We can just pass the give the icons simply, and the last one is column. So in that column we need to give three different texts, and the first row layout we will design like this. So there will be two childs of this first row layout. First one is this icon button, more for more option, and the this one is again a row. So why I have done this? Because I need to keep both these child apart from because I need to keep both these child to different sides. Like I will keep the content horizontally arrange space between. So this icon button will be on the right side and this row layout will be on left side. So in this row layout there will be more child like profile pic and a column. In that column there will be uh, two text layout, two text child. Okay, let's go to the Android Studio and create step by step. Again I will, let's minimize this emulator. Again I will create a new file for the post widget. Let's pass the user so we can draw the different post widgets for different users. Let's also create a preview function. Again it needs the user, so let's take a user from that list. Okay, let's open this split window so we can see the changes. So first thing we need the column layout. So in this column layout I will take the fill max width. So whatever will be the width according to the font size, so it will take maximum width. So in this parent column composable first we need to code the first child, that's the first row where our profile pic and the username is. So for that row there will be two child, first one row, and there will be a icon button. Let's, and that icon will be of painter. Painter resource r dot drawable dot more, icon more. This is more option. Okay, so in the in that first row there will be a first row and there will be a icon, and in that first row there will be an image of profile, painter resource, not painter resource, user dot profile, because this profile pic will be different for different user. Profile pic, and there will be a column for both the text user dot username, again text user dot location. So this this is the code for the first row. So let's see the changes. Okay, so these are the changes. First, what we need is we need to take the full width size. So I will use the modifier dot fill max width, and I will give the spacing padding to both side 10 dp, and I will keep the child of this row layout to space between. What this space between will do, it will keep the child to the opposite sides like this. Visually we can see like this. There will be a first child here, and it will take the maximum space between those two childs. So now let's see the changes. Okay, see, these both childs, like this first row and this icon button, are space between, because this icon is this side and this row is this side. So now let's take these child of this row to center vertically. So, and next thing is we need the circular image. So what we will do is modifier dot clip circle shape, and I will also give the size, because right now it's little bit big. Size 40 dp. Now let's see the changes. Okay, so it's looking good, but we need to give some space between this image and this column for both text. Let's give the space width 10 dp. Okay, and also we need to keep the font weight to bold for username. Let's take to the, and font size 18.sp. Also let's change the font size of this to 14 sp. Okay, now let's see the changes. Okay, so now our first row is looking perfectly. So let's minimize this from here. Okay, so next child of this column is image. We need to use the image of different images for different users. Post pic, post pic, and we also need the maximum width of this image. Modifier dot fill max width, and content scale fill width. So what this content scale will do, it will take whatever will be the ratio of the post pic, it will take the fill width of that image, and the height can be of anything. So let's see the changes. Okay, it's looking good. So the next child is again the row of those different icons. there will be an icon button, and in this icon button there will be a icon painter resource r.drawable.save. First there will be a like icon, like post, and we will give to the black color, and size modifier dot size 25 dp. Okay, so all the four icons will be of same type. So what I will do, I will just copy this icon and paste 3 more times. Okay, so let's change this to comment icon, comment, send, save icon, save post. Okay, so let's see the changes. But this comment icon is looking little bit smaller, so let's size it to 30 dp. Okay, but what it we need is, we need just 3 icons this side and this save icon on the other side. So what we will do, we will cut, take these 3 icons and put it in a different row like this. So in this parent row, what we will do, first we need the fill max width, and again we will arrange these horizontally to space between. So this space between will take the maximum space between those two childs. That two childs are this row icon, this row, and this last icon button. Okay, so this is our third row and it's looking very good. So let's minimize this from here. Okay, now we have designed the first 3 child and the last child is column. So in that column we will keep those 3 texts. So first text will tell the likes count, user dot like count, likes. Next one is user dot username, and user dot caption, and last text is for comment, view all user dot comment count comments. Okay, so let's see the changes. Okay, but we need to give some space from the start. So what I will do, I will use the modifier parameter and give some padding horizontally like 10 dp. Okay, and next thing is we need to give some space between this view all comment and the caption. So I will use the spacer and height 5 dp. And also we need some smaller font for this comment, and also fade it to gray color, color dark gray, and font size 13.sp. Okay, so it's looking very good, but the what we need is this username needs to be in bold letters. So what I will do, I will use the annotated string for that. What's this annotated string is? Let's see. Text build annotated string. In this, first I will append annotated string with and I will style it to bold, font weight bold. Okay, and append the rest of the text in simple user dot caption. So what it will do, the it what this build annotated string is, it will give the different portion of the text different styling, because we need bold letters for the username. So what I have done is I have I have put in the different append function and give its to bold, and append the rest of the caption. So let's see the changes. Okay, so look, now the username is bold and the rest of the caption is normal. So now our post widget has been built. So let's pass this post widget to our scaffold. Okay, so first item was the lazy row for those story widget, and the next item will be the divider. What's this divider is? See that between these post and this story widget there is a thin line. This thin line is called divider. So let's take the divider. So with the help of this divider, we can we need to put in the parenthesis. Okay, so with the help of this divider, we can put the thin line between those two things. So the other item is, and there will be the items, because we need the post widget for every single users. So I will pass the list of my user, and this lazy column will give the post widget for every single user. And for the last widget I need some space. So what I will do, I will just paste the spacer. Actually for between every post we need some space. So with the help of this spacer we can give some space in between of those post widgets. Now let's see the changes in the emulator. Okay, so now our main feed screen has been built perfectly like this. Look, every single post is different and every single post is looking very good like this. Look, we can scroll like this and every single icons are clickable like this, and also we can scroll this story like this. So that's all for the video. If you find it helpful, you can subscribe to our channel and comment down the other apps screen we can build so we can improve our Jetpack Compose. Thanks for watching.